Oh,
Oh,
not bad.
what y'all doing?
Oh, just looking at your intercooler pipe, mate.
Huh. Do you want to have a look at the fitting that's snapped off inside my fucking valve? Rock cover there? That's fucking sick.
Oh no! Did you get some fittings for it?
Yeah, I got some on order. Oh, I didn't buy it. It was... Oh, you dog. Oh, you fucking... Yeah. Now you can see what happened. That was a 90, and it snapped off inside there.
Sad.
That's just the plastic thing that was just... I had line. It was just a fucking...
Sad boy.
Yeah. So now I'm just gonna pull the covers back off it and patch those holes up and drill 2 holes probably here and here and weld some AN10 fittings on there and
Make a catch can.
and make it a proper catch can setup.
Nice. Yeah, it all looks good, but
Yeah, can we get a nice? It fit not bad.
did you buy your 1/8 MPT thing?
Yeah, dude.
Tacos. Righto guys, more Matsuri prep today, heading out to the workshop to keep working on 31 things I gotta finish. I ended up having to work all week, which was, you know, good.
That's
so,
good.
not all week, from Tuesday, which was the last video. I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's sort of a good thing, but also means that we're now like 6 days out from Matsuri. But anyway, not to worry. There's actually not that much work to do, but yeah, Adam's decided to come because he's now been relieved of house sitting duties. So he had nothing really to do and no reason to stay here because Liam's going on a romantic getaway with his misso. So Adam had nothing to do. So yeah. Adam decided to come out and I don't know, he's probably just gonna drink beer and watch me weld some stuff, maybe do some pointers and stuff. So
Yeah, pretty much. Drink beer and...
Here we are. Adam's setting up his bettering. As you can see, this is exactly how I left it before. So I do have a new fitting for the waterline, which I'll actually grab right now. Got myself a new 90-degree fitting, big thanks to MSA at Brendale. Got that the other day, so it's gonna go on the waterline, which is gonna not interfere with the dump pipe. So that's probably the first thing, I'll chuck that on. Nice little right angle fitting, so I should be able to squeeze the dump past it now, which will be nice. And this is the heater hose I'm gonna replace, this one that was damaged at morning sesh, if you watched that video that I had to fix on the track. So I'm going to remove that, and that is the one I'm going to tee into for the return. So pull that off now. Got some new heater hose for it, some brand new spanking stuff. It's gonna be real nice. Hopefully no cracks, no leaks. Hopefully a trouble-free Matsuri. That's what everyone wishes for, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 days of trouble-free, sending tyres to heaven. All right, got the heat hose out. What an absolute prick this is actually to get to under there, under everything. Fucking piece of junk.
Piece of dog.
Piece of schneet.
Poo dog.
Not to mention it had just the worst hose clamp on it I've ever seen. So, I got all this new heater hose and stuff. So, got some new 3/4 for to replace that one I just pulled out. And then this is what I'm teeing into it, which is 1/2 inch, which comes from the turbo drain. Or turbo water drain. This is my, wherever it went, oh here it is. This is my atrocity for teeing it in. Bought it from NZ. It is very expensive lump of brass.
Holy fucking shit. Mega fucking, it's the size of me fucking brain, cunt. That's fucking out of control.
It's pretty large. So anyway, just gonna use that to tee it into the heat hose down underneath the intake there.
Why the fuck didn't they just have one of, without all this bullshit, just had the straight tee? Didn't they have,
There's no straight tees with different sizes.
Really? Liam got one.
Really?
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah, Liam just had a fucking standoff Teos.
Where'd you get it from?
Oh, maybe he used a different size. I can't remember.
Because I had this problem last time I did this exact setup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what size lines are you using?
1/2 inch.
What's that, AN8 or something?
I don't know. Righto, so here we have, I've actually repurposed the old turbo drain that you saw from last episode that I had to bin because, would you two fucking keep it down? I'm trying to make a video.
Oh,
So repurposing my old turbo drain for the same reason, where it's a lot better to have the molded right angle, just because the new stuff will kink, that sort of thing. So that just goes boom onto that fitting, and then that goes back to the firewall, and that one goes to the other fitting on the back of the
Turbo down there.
Not bad. There we go. So that's all hose clipped to that fitting, which is braided under there. So hopefully the rub hose back there doesn't get too affected by heat, and hopefully stays on the braided part, which will be nice and protected by heat. And then come around here, got new heater hose and the T-piece there, which tees it back into there. So I'm a bit worried about this. I'm not sure if that's going to leak or not, but I will find out, I suppose. Anyway, time to work on this dump. So to do that, I need to go for a walk and find the old dump pipe because it's got the flanger I need on it. So I'll go for a walk down there and find where that is. It's either in the exhaust bus or it's down in my bay of the storage shed somewhere, I don't know. No, I got the intake in. I actually put my old pod filter on just because it's got like a little center bit, so it's a little bit more flow, I suppose. I don't know, it's not really any real reason, I just decided to put it on there. So intake's back on with a 4 to 3 inch adapter down there. That's back together, so Adam's just cleaning up this flange for me.
Flange, ready to weld.
Ready to weld, no
Ready
worries.
to get
So
the flange on.
Bit of flangular fever.
I'll pretty much, my plan is to, I'm going to mount the wastegate on the manifold now, which I have right here. Now, Turbo Smart wastegate. That way I can just dummy the screamer on so that I can make sure that the dump pipe I make isn't going to interfere with the screamer or anything else. So figured should I be able to put the screamer on and dummy it up while I do the dump pipe so that it makes sure it clears everything. But no, it's looking all right. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the progress. Not bad.
Not bad.
Alrighty, so this is the new dump pipe I'm trying to make. I've just put these cuts in it and I'm going to weld them up just to try and get the radius a bit tighter because it needs a bit more bend on it. As you can see, this is the old one that I cut off the flex joint. So the idea is to try and get this, because the turbo sits a bit lower now, there's not actually enough, like really as much room as this one had to get the extra bend in there. So I'm trying to limit it to 1. So I've got to try and tighten this radius up and hope I can use just the one piece. It's going to make life a lot easier and simpler. So slip these, weld them up, and that'll pull this back to a bit tighter, and we'll see where it is after that. Alrighty, so this is what we ended up with. Could not get it out of the one piece, so ended up having to join 2 pieces. I got a lot of ticking practice, which is good. I'm not too worried about how it looks at the moment. This will get painted like the last one did, and I will also heat wrap this one this time because of where the water line is now. But I really just wanted to tick it to get all the practice, which I did get lots of practice, which was nice. I like it. Not bad. Anyway, now we're gonna go. Oh, Brendan's here also.
G'day. Oh, you got a new phone?
I did get a new phone.
It's got 3 cameras.
It does have 3 cameras.
What does it do? Like
Take 3 photos.
That's pretty good.
Only 3, but
I'm gonna take way more than 3.
And you still won't have a good side.
anyway, we're gonna go for a run into town and come back and fit that up, make sure it's gonna fit, and then I can take it back off and paint it up, and then we can wrap it, and then wrap the screamer, and then install it all, and then we can start the car. Oh, actually no, I've still got to put the bung for my AFR gauge in this.
Ah, you fucking.
You did. Oh no, you didn't do it already.
No.
What have you been doing the whole
Jesus.
time?
Fixing holes.
God. Fixing
Why
the holes.
didn't you just leave that big hole in it? You could
Yeah,
have just
see,
put it
I
straight in
Because
there.
it's too close. I want to put it down here.
Oh right, so that it's an extra 50 mil away.
Yeah, well that could be a very big fucking deal, mate.
That's
Where
the
do you
make
draw
or
the line?
break. That's
It could
the
be.
make or break.
You don't know.
I think the
further away, the
instructions
better.
say that it's supposed to be like down here.
18 inches.
Yeah, well
to
I could
2
put it
feet.
down like here.
Yeah, well maybe we should do that.
All right. Well, this has been great. Let's get
It actually hasn't. This has been terrible.
Let's boot and scoot and fucking boogie the fuck on out of here, then.
Yeah, mate, make it like a tree to leave.
Make like a baby and bounce.
Oh, God, all of them get. Silly.
More likely.
So, test fit is great. Fits quite nice. I'm just going to drop the car and whack on the screamer and mark out where I'm going to put my bung for my air fuel gauge. So there you go, that's where it is. And you can see that's where I've marked that's where I'm going to put my air fuel ratio bung. And that's how it all goes together. So it all fits pretty well. It's all pretty good. Just got to pull that out, do that, and then I'll paint up the dump and then work on actually, I want to heat wrap everything. So I want to exhaust wrap it all. Pretty much because of this water line and because of the sensor. Shut up.
What? I didn't say anything.
No, just the Three Stooges, mate. So there you go, guys. That is Ugly Baby Dump Pipe version 2 at this point. So anyway, got to lay some paint on this and then heat wrap it. Righto, copper spray and some gaskets for this dump and screamer. Brendan's having a durry.
Oh yeah, mate.
Oh yeah, mate. And some of the shit that's coming out of mouths here is just astounding.
Shut up, Adam. Oh, shut up, Brendan. Look at his shirt, cunt. Where's Wally?
It shouldn't be that astounding though. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's constant.
Anyway, you can see I have wet fiberglass heat wrapped my dump and screamer using wet wrap and gloves.
You can
because
see how confident
this
you are
stuff
in your weld.
Sucks.
That you fucking stuck the whole dump pot together with stainless ties.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so
Not
this is just about
bad.
ready to go on the core. Alright, so here we have it pretty much all installed on the car. It is ready to, I'll just fill it up with some water and give it a start up, and that way we can check for some leaks. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Not bad. So, no, it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Anyway, give it a start up after I fill it with some water. Check for some leaks. Also, these two idiots managed to get one of the postie bikes going, so this is a disaster waiting to happen.
It's just straight up steam off that.
Righto, so we're alive again. Bit of paint bake.
Matt, you were worried about whether or not it still does.
Still doses, that's great. Very happy that it still doses like that.
The VL Turbo crowd would still be happy with that.
Bit of paint bake. And obviously,
Bit of steam off the heat wrap.
yeah, off the wrap that was still wet. Overall, can't see any real leaks. Definitely not in the oil system. It all looks good, so no real leaks there. All seems to be pretty good. So it all seems to be alright. Doesn't seem to be any real leaks. Been over the whole car. None of the new fittings on the block are leaking. It sounds a little bit like there might be an exhaust leak somewhere. Can't seem to locate it though, and I don't know. It could just be the way the bigger turbo sounds. It just sounds a little bit tinny. Like it's not ticking like an exhaust leak would, but you can hear it just sounds like really hollow and tingy. So I think it could just be the new turbo. But regardless, it's all looking pretty good. It's all looking pretty good. There's no real leaks from anywhere that are obvious, and yeah, everything seems to be pretty grouse. So very good. Still dozes.
Sure.
Yeah.
You should, I don't know.
You better check. You better check again.
Still dozes. I'll bang.
Not bang. Did you just put your hand over that? Yeah. Well, let's put the coffee underneath. Oh.
Wait.
Turn the fucking lights up.
Righto, so I'm at a pretty happy point with this car tonight, where it's at. So now I'm just going to retire and start drinking some beers with the boys. Boys. Just going to let it heat cycle. Just gonna let it heat cycle a few times. I'll start it, cool it, cool it. And then in the morning when I get up, I'll do a full bolt check on the hot side again after it's been hot and cold a few times. And then obviously tomorrow is gonna be service and the rest of the prep that I need to do. I also need to still clean all the melt slab off this side. So that's still gotta be done, but that's gonna be it for tonight. It's gonna be it for this video. So thanks for watching. As always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video, which will be the very last of the Matsuri prep. And
Just fucking where's Wally Champ over here with the fucking...
so anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you on the next one when we finally get this car and everything else actually sorted for Matsuri. Catch us next time.